Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and in the riverbed of Rio Chilar near the town of Nerja in the most subtropical part of Europe, the Costa del Sol, the invasive Washingtonia palms are running rampart, or what do you say? They are spreading like crazy. I guess the tall ones in the background might have been planted, but nobody planted a single one here in the riverbed. And they are still growing like crazy. Not only them, there are also a couple Canary Island date palms growing among them. None of them has been planted, but for some reason nobody is removing them because they are beautiful and look tropical, despite the fact that this area is supposed to remain open to channel the floods into the sea and not into the town or in the agricultural area nearby. Of course, those palms spread by seeds, and Washingtonia fruits are quite tasty. By the way, some people said that this should be Sabal and not Washingtonia. I'm not so sure with those giant super painful thorns here. It basically looks like a saw. I'm pretty sure this is Washingtonia, but both Washingtonia and Sabal in several species at the right time of the year have tasty fruits. You can eat the fruits out of hand, but in Arizona, where those things are native, they are mostly native to Mexico, but a couple make it into Arizona, which is basically Mexico. Yeah, over there I even saw people harvesting them for making wine. However, none of those things seem to be in season. The big ones have young inflorescences, where even the flowers haven't opened yet, so it will be months until any fruits can be harvested. Now it's May. However, there is another first I had in Arizona, my first heart of palm that I ever harvested and ate. It was of a Washingtonia, growing in a very similar condition in one of those dry riverbeds which are being managed in order to channel the floods. And back then they did a better job than those here. They actually did cut down the Washingtonias, and I found one of those stems cut down and cut into pieces, and then I went to work on it with my little pocket knife and extracted several kilograms of super tasty heart of palm from it. This was my first heart of palm. It was self-harvested and it was delicious. It was delicious raw, out of hand. It was delicious made into a salad. It was delicious cooked. We munched on so much of those. And now I want to munch on them again. I think if I start munching on them here, some of the locals will crucify me because they say I'm destroying the beautiful landscaping trees. I think even the cops will not believe me that those are not being planted. However, look at that. There is quite a small one here in this wall. I mean, this wall protects the trail in the city from the floods, so nobody can say anything if I cut this. I ate one just a couple of days ago in a very similar riverbed in the nearby city of Almuñécar, but I messed up all the filming, and that's why yeah, it basically, the video didn't happen. So I will try to check, is it on? I will try to do this here again. I will prop up my phone against my backpack. I know the little Dayak children in the remote Kalimantan village, they gave me a tripod / selfie stick, but I'm not using it. So let me see. I want to try and harvest those two here. Where is the second one? So you should watch. This is no. You should watch this area here. Ha. My knife is of horrible quality. I bought it not really sharp, and I sharpened it like the last caveman since then, but I think it will do the job. First, let's do the small job. Yeah. Working pretty well on this small palm here. However, I think I cut too high. Yeah, leaving too much of the tasty heart behind, but most of it is really in between those rocks. Here a small part is not even the real heart, it's the it's the leaf bases. But the leaf bases are also tasty and terrible. Oh yeah. Ow. Come on, man. Those thorns, they are super vicious. Yeah. I will not get out a lot. This was not a lot of work, but the revenue is also minor. Basically ate a piece not bigger than my finger. Now it's like a big one up there. Again, almost the same situation. I've hardly touched the actual heart. Most of it I got the leaf phases. But the heart is mostly inside the rock. It's about 15 minutes of hard work. For a couple morsels. This is because we don't have the proper tools. With the machete, or even better an axe, or even better a chainsaw. I would be able to get a complete lunch in minutes. Very variable, very consistent survival plan. Palms are pretty common in many can only eat the base. In many tropical and subtropical environments, they are big, yeah, if you have the right tools, you can extract a lot of food. Of course, you are killing the palm. I'm not even sure if I'm killing him. The first one will definitely recover. The second one, a bit borderline, but I also saw traces here in the wall. They've already been cut down a couple times. So I'm not killing anything the local gardeners wouldn't have killed. Still the easiest survival food around here. If I don't want to rob the fruit plantations. Good stuff. So folks, this was harvesting Washingtonia palm in Spain. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think about heart of palms as survival food. Tell me what you think about killing a tree for a lunch. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich subtropical town of Nerja. And of course, don't forget, like, share, comment, and subscribe.